What if you've been judging intelligence the wrong way, your entire life? Most people think they can spot a high IQ person instantly. They can't. Because the biggest difference between a high IQ mind and an average one isn't how much they know. It's how they think. And the strange part? Some of the smartest people you'll ever meet don't look smart at all. While some people who seem brilliant only appear that way. Today, you'll discover 7 hidden differences between a high IQ mind and an average mind. Watch closely. Because by the end of this video, you may never judge intelligence the same way again. So, what really separates a high IQ mind from an average one? It's not better grades. It's not using big words. And it's definitely not looking smarter than everyone else. The real difference is much harder to see. It shows up in the small decisions people make every single day. Let's look at the first one. Difference number 1, they pause before they speak. Picture this. Someone asks you a hard question. Most people say the first answer that comes to mind. But people with a high IQ? They usually wait for a second. Not because they don't know the answer. Because they want to think before they speak. Their brain quickly looks at different answers. They care more about giving the best answer than the fastest one. 1 extra second of thinking today can save hours of fixing mistakes later. That's why they often make better decisions, even in simple situations. And the next difference is something almost every highly intelligent person has. Curiosity. Difference number 2, they ask better questions. Here's something you'll notice. Most people stop asking questions once they get an answer. High IQ people don't. They're always thinking. Why? How? What if? Their brain wants to understand more, not just remember facts. They know that the right question can be more powerful than the right answer. That's why they keep learning long after everyone else has stopped. But this next difference surprises almost everyone. Difference number 3, they're okay saying, I don't know. Let's be honest. Most people don't like saying, I don't know. It feels uncomfortable. But high IQ people see it differently. They know saying, I don't know, is the first step to learning something new. They'd rather admit they don't know than pretend they do. That's one reason they keep growing while others stay the same. Now here's a difference that many people mistake for overthinking. Difference number 4, they see patterns that others miss. Here's where things get interesting. Imagine 2 people looking at the exact same situation. Most people only see what's happening right now. But people with a high IQ? They often notice patterns that other people completely miss. They connect small details. And suddenly, the bigger picture starts to make sense. That's why they sometimes predict problems. Or see opportunities before everyone else does. It doesn't feel like magic. Their brain is simply connecting the dots faster. And the next difference explains why some highly intelligent people spend more time alone than others. Difference number 5, they enjoy being alone more. Here's something people often get wrong. If someone likes spending time alone, people quickly assume they're shy or unfriendly. But that's not always true. People with a high IQ often enjoy quiet time because it helps them think clearly. When there's less noise, their brain has more room to focus, reflect, and come up with new ideas. That doesn't mean they hate being around people. It just means they don't need to be around people all the time. For them, a few meaningful conversations are often better than a room full of small talk. And the next difference might surprise you. Because many highly intelligent people actually change their minds more often than everyone else. Difference number 6, they change their mind when the facts change. Most people think changing your mind is a sign of weakness. But people with a high IQ often see it differently. If they find better information, they aren't afraid to change their opinion. Because for them, being right is more important than winning an argument. They don't hold on to an idea just because it's theirs. They follow the facts, even when the facts prove them wrong. That takes confidence. Not weakness. And the final difference might be the biggest one of all. Because it shapes almost every decision they make. Difference number 7, they never stop learning. Here's the biggest difference of all. For most people, learning ends when school ends. But people with a high IQ keep learning for life. They're always curious. They read. They watch. They listen. And they're always looking for a better way to understand the world. They don't learn because they have to. They learn because they enjoy it. That's what helps them grow year after year. While others stay the same. Ending plus CTA. So, did you notice the pattern? None of these differences were about solving hard math problems. Or having a perfect memory. They were about how a person thinks. A high IQ isn't about knowing everything. It's about staying curious. Thinking carefully. And never stopping your search for better answers. Now I'm curious. Which difference sounded the most like you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see how many people relate to each one. And if you enjoy learning how your mind really works, hit subscribe to Mr. Braino, because we make psychology simple, practical, and life-changing, one video at a time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.